over to you, Angelo. I'm sure lots of people have seen the rumours and
yeah, obviously,
plenty online.
kind of,
What's happening?
yeah, obviously there was a lot of talk over the last couple of months about me and Jacob Robinson, and we finally kind of got it announced now. So the 26th of November is going to be a big night in the Cardiff Sports Arena for the Welsh title again. This time it's at featherweight, so 9 stone. I'm looking forward to a big fight, and obviously really confident and looking forward to it, mate.
So for people perhaps who are just Angelo Dragone fans rather than boxing fans, what type of boxer is Jacob Robinson? What can you tell us about him for maybe people who've never watched him fight before?
He's got a great pedigree. His father's Steve Robinson, former world champion. He's 8-0, he's unbeaten. Obviously, he's doing something right to have 8 fights and 0 losses. He's a kind of slick fighter, southpaw. Yeah, I believe I've been in with better opposition already. And I'm going to be all on to him on the night, and really looking forward to giving him a good test and the fight of his life, see if he can handle it.
And just to let people know, Jacob's record is 8-0 with 2 stoppages, and your record is 5-2 with no stoppages. So it's a fairly evenly matched up contest, especially when you consider your fight with Christian Toos was a really close contest, and it could have gone either way, really. So even though that might be down to the defeat, I mean, it could have been a win.
Yeah, records are pretty equal in my eyes. I believe I've been in with a better opposition. I think he's fought anybody fantastic in those 8 fights. Always got 2 good stoppages on the record, like so you can whack a bit. But I'm fully confident in winning the fight, and obviously it's going to be a lot of pressure on my shoulders. Like this could be, my last fight. Obviously, if I don't win this fight, where do you go from here? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm going to give everything in my training camp. And, that's going to be a dangerous fight for anybody when someone's coming in with this hunger and desire to win. Obviously disappointed not to get the title last time, so it's just made me more mentally and more hungrier than ever, really.
And you've been scheduled to fight, I think, at least twice, if not 3 times in the last few months, and those fights have fallen through. You haven't boxed, I think I'm right in saying, since December 2020. Would that be right?
Yeah, 2020 December. Yes, yeah,
so you've been out of the ring for a very long time. Will that be a factor? Is that an issue? Is that a concern of yours?
I've been in the ring before Jacob Robinson has, and he's had a bit even longer layoff since COVID and all that. I've had 2 fights cancelled on me now, so I've been in training camp for a while now, really, just preparing myself for like a 4-rounder or a 6-rounder. So I'm just kind of topping up the training camp, basically. Obviously, it's been amazing now to have this title fight. So it's all guns blazing now,
And I think I'm right in saying that this fight was being talked about prior to lockdown as well. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, it was basically, I think Ethan and Richie had a bit of a gentleman's agreement. I think it was before the COVID hit. And obviously when COVID hit, then it was kind of went a bit quiet, like. But it's always been a fight I fancy, to be honest. I kind of fancy, if you could ask Richie, I texted him about probably before COVID. I said I want to choose Robertson or Cooksey. I want to be in the Welsh title fights, and exciting fights, and obviously the Toos fight came up, But it's been on my mind for a while, to be honest. And now it's here, 2 years later, but we're here, like, do you mean?
And how frustrating has it been in those 2 years out of the ring, or so, whatever it is, with the COVID and the lockdown?
Yeah, I was one of the lucky ones, obviously, to have a fight during the pandemic, behind closed doors, against Dante Dixon. On Sky Sports, so I was lucky to have that opportunity. But obviously, it has been a frustrating time. But we're separated the men from the boys. I've seen a lot of fighters retire and not be as dedicated. And I've been in the gym Do you know what I mean? Taking over and just keeping myself ready for these opportunities, you know.
And I'm probably right in saying that there's probably more pressure on you to win this fight than there is for Jacob, or is there more pressure on you because, as you said earlier, you were the older fighter. If you lose this, it's going to be difficult for you to come back. Whereas Jacob, he's fairly young. I think he's in early 20s. He can come again.
Yeah, definitely you can look at it that way. Obviously, he's 8-0 and he's in a good position. And obviously, with MTK and stuff, I'm sure they look after him if he loses, blah, blah. Obviously, yeah, there's a lot of pressure on me winning this fight. But like I say, I'm confident and looking forward to it. And obviously, it's going to catapult my career. I mean, I haven't dodged anybody in my, well, this is my 8th fight. I mean, this is my 2nd Welsh title fight. So there's not many people who had 2 title fights in, you know what I mean, 8 fights, like, you know what I mean? So I believe I stepped up the opposition early and kept wanting the big fights, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
And is there any disappointment at all of the fact that you were going to be boxing in Cardiff on the 26th on an MTK show? And even though it hasn't officially been announced yet, I think most people are considered a done deal. But there's a big show, a Welsh title show in Swansea on the night after on the 27th, or is that not a factor to you?
Yeah, it's not a factor really. Like I say, I fought Jews in his backyard. I'm used to going to people's backyard. And I, you know what I mean, it might add a bit more pressure to him fighting his own match, like, you know what I mean. But I'm used to the big crowds. I bring a big following myself, so I believe we'll take over the Vale on the 26th and be a cracking atmosphere. Be one to remember again.
And if there are any of your fans watching this who want to get hold of you to get tickets, etc., I mean, how do they do it?
Yeah, just give me a message on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Obviously, I've ordered kind of roughly how many tickets I want. Obviously, they will go really fast, so if you want to reserve a ticket or put the $40 tickets, that'd be great. Obviously, it's really important to sell tickets. I don't think I'll have a problem selling them. Obviously, for Welsh title, loads of people have got in touch already. But it'll probably end up being first come, first served. I bet you is a backlog of Welsh fighters itching to get out. So, yeah, so you know the last 2 events are sold out in Cardiff. So, get your tickets fast, guys.
And what will it mean to you winning that Welsh title, finally?
I've been the world mate, and I mean, like, obviously the disappointment on the last one has just made me hungry. And you know, like I said in my post the other day, these losses build character, and my mindset's never been so strong now, and I'm just hungry for it. And I just want to have something on the mantelpiece for my children to look and say, look, my daddy won that title, like, you know what I mean? But I can tell you one thing: when I win this title, I will be fighting the next person in line and showing what a true champion I'll be. I'm not going to be sitting on these Welsh titles like some people do. So I want to fight the best. So the next one in line, whether it's whoever, I'll fight them.
And I know it's dangerous in boxing to overlook a fight, but do you know off the top of your head who the next in line would be? Have you anyone in mind already?
Well, there's a few in the featherweight division. I think it's Reece Edwards. It's what's his name? Joshua John, is it?
Yeah, Joshua John, yeah.
Joshua John. I'm not sure if David White's boxing anymore, but hey, it might be a hell of a scrap, and we might have a rematch. Ray Cooksy's featherweight if he can make featherweight. There's loads of good fights. I like to be, and I'm going to be in exciting fights. Like I'll fight any of them.
Yeah, I mean, just some of those names you mentioned there, that's just got me excited just thinking about those fights. I mean, you could have almost like a mini tournament down to yourselves, just the Welsh featherweights.
Well, like I've mentioned it before in interviews, like the Welsh title is known as a bit of an area title. It should be, as a country, it should be a national title like the English title, and they should have eliminators, mandatories, and these guys need to fucking get their belts off the mantelpiece and fight. Like, why win the title? Just sit there and fucking watch it.
One issue I got with the Welsh title,
more rulings in place.
One issue I've got with not the Welsh title, but like you said, the Welsh title is considered officially an area title. It's not. if you look on the British Boxing Code of Control website, it's not down as the Welsh Championship in the same way that the English Championship is down as the English Championship. It's down as the Welsh area title. So as far as I know, unless things have changed, it'll only be one judge scoring the fight, which will be the referee. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, I've obviously we complained about that last time. Like, I'm not sure if anything changed since. Like, but yeah, it's ridiculous, really. To be honest, the referee has so much to do on the night. Like, and you've seen in a lot of the Welsh title fights over the last year, they've been quite different, close rounds. I just don't see how the referees can score the fight. So much goes on in those 10 rounds. I mean, there's a lot of pressure for referees to score fights. I mean, you see him go wrong on 4 rounders, never mind 10 rounders, isn't it? So
yeah,
it's quite easy. It's quite easy for him to say, like, "Oh, I'll just give that one to him," like me. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that the Welsh Area Council and the British Boxing Code of Control should sort out. Really.
Then again, it all just goes down to money, doesn't it? All these small road shows, they just want to try to save it back. Because half these promoters lose money on shows, so if they have more judges, more money, and then the boxers and stuff when they get robbed, you know.
And I'm sure everyone can notice that you're in a car travelling. Can you tell us where you're going and why you were going there?
Yeah, so I'm just in the car now with my trainer Jason Hughes. He's managed to arrange some sparring up in Sheffield. So we're going up to Dominic gym in Sheffield to spar Kid Galahad in the morning. So we're going to stay up overnight now. So we'll be there nice and early. So really looking forward to sparring him. Obviously, world champion, IBF champion. And he's just posted his fight news. He's fighting Kiko Martinez, who's fought Frampton, quick, self-Barrett. And he's quite a tasty, come forward fighter like myself. So it'll be good preparation for him. And obviously, Jacob Robson's southpaw's quite slick as well. So it'll be even better preparation for me.
Are you back there, Angelo?
Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, there we are. Okay, but yeah, so you're off up to spar Kid Galahad, brilliant sparring, world champion. What sort of conference would that give you, sparring a guy like that?
Yeah, obviously it's massive, and getting massive experience. He's a slick southpaw himself, and obviously a world champion. You can't get better than that. Obviously, it's going to stand me in good stead. I guess great rounds in. He's just announced his fight with Kiko Martinez as well, who's been in with Quick, Frampton, Salford Barrett. He's got an aggressive, come forward fighter, so it'd be good preparation for him as well, isn't it? Yeah,
brilliant. Should be good. What's the setup in your corner now, Angelo, going forward?
So recently we had a bit of a sit-down discussion with my team. Obviously, Richie Garner is my manager. Obviously, he's been in the corner for the last kind of 5-6 fights. Although Richie got massive commitments, obviously with work, family, so he hasn't been able to train me as much as he did at the start. So obviously I linked up with Jason over the last year and a half, 2 now, and obviously I've just come on in leaps and bounds, and obviously you can see after the last fight I've improved, and I'm up the gym, Jack Do King gym in Swansea. I'm up there 4 or 5 times a week. It's close to where I live in Snelly as well. So we decided to, obviously we were drilling things in the gym, and I think it'd be silly for us to kind of cross paths. Obviously we're training together in the gym with Jason, and then Richie's giving me some information, but we've been ready drilling with Jason, you know what I mean? So I think it's time to kind of turn over the hands, and Jason will be doing the corner work for now, although Richie will still be in the corners. And I've always Jason's very intelligent, knowledgeable, and very technical. And Richie's a bit more old school kind of thing, so it's a good kind of partnership, really. So excited, and I was telling him on the way up to be the fastest trainer to win the Welsh title. I don't know, first fight.
Okay, then, mate, I'm gonna leave you go. Have a safe journey to Sheffield. I hope the sparring goes well tomorrow. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it'll be a great learning experience for you, and I'm sure Kid Galahad will get something out of it as well. And hopefully I'll see you before the fight. And if I don't, good luck.
Yes, thank you very much, Keith. Appreciate the support.